Let's see if this shit works. So, hey bitches. It's a live stream and shit today. Today I'm going to do the late night live stream and shit something. Let me just try the link. Good, it works. I will send a ping to people in 2 servers with the sheer purpose of getting people into watching this live streams and shit. Why am I doing this live stream and shit, you may ask? I don't fucking know, so let's get to it. So right now we have a Roblox studio and I'm gonna show you that weirdest thing I'm gonna do. You know, if you're watching this, which I bet anyone's actually, so if you're watching this, you might recognize this from my new YouTube banner, like the top of my YouTube channel page. Well, it's like this really dumb long ass tunnel that is a tunnel being a tunnel. It's like, after playing so many rhythm games and seeing the BGAs of some, I tried to make my own idea of a BGA. Like, the problem is Roblox Studio does not let you record during playtesting. I don't know if this has to do with the Studio Next Gen UI or not, but it can only look, it can only record like in the state. So, like if you do there, like there's no record button, clearly does not let you record. Okay, it does record for that one. Strange. If you are doing jumping off is a really bad idea, like says video recorded and okay, it did work. Like the thing is, let's go to one mode and try doing the same bullshit again. Turns out it refuses to record, which means that you're forced to do the one in which the character's loaded in the game instead. It's like it doesn't work for one mod, but only for the regular test mod involving your Roblox character being spawned. if you have noticed, this is a fucking large. Large as in it goes forever and forever and forever. Which means that this is a fucking useless project that has zero purpose other than to impress certain groups of people. Like, look, this is definitely the idea for a rhythm game BGA. Like, if you've seen asteroids re-entry from easy to AC, and then let's set it to track, then 1. As you can see, this is how the BGA how it should look like. Rotating the camera and stuff like that, watch it as it goes. Supersonic speed or whatever, I have no idea. Anyways, I like that the movement is by fucking around with prismatic constants. So if you played like pump it up or some shit like that, like if you set this thing to 0, like, and then you go there and then there. Now let's make you to watch. The thing is, the watch camera is it's like that. It doesn't look like it's moving, but as you seen before, it actually is moving. It's just it's so fucking far away. So what should I do next? Well, to do the shittiest way as possible, to possibly do a 8-year anniversary, 7-year anniversary of this YouTube channel. Like, look, 2019 was 7 years ago, and while technically I've been YouTube for like around 8 years certainly, so technically for this year it will be the 9th year for me on YouTube, which technically I will treat it as my 8th year on YouTube because I wasn't even using YouTube in 2018. But for 2017 I did use YouTube, but I was 11 and the quality is fucking atrocious. Here's the base plate, which is a base plate, which is a base plate. Its sole purpose of a base plate is that it's a fucking base plate for base plate purposes. Base plate. Now let's see if we could like recreate the Technic Gen 4 lift bases for Polar V2, which, why do I still use Polar V2? I don't know. Maybe I'm too good at it and the sunk cost fallacy is worth it. Of course, it's important to know that we need something really special. That's why, bitches. If we go to like the lifts folder I have, check the diamond lifts, like basically you know the shit. It's the diamond lifts new Genesis 4, which is basically built over Technic Gen 4. How did I do it? I basically copied the size and parts of the Technic Gen 4 lift. Like, they're actually aren't taken from the actual Gen 4 lift. It's just that I did in fact recreate it in my own style. So for the So technically you can argue that this is called recreating what I've already made. Anyways, I can't really play music here for obvious reasons. Like, but there's an app called SoundCloud. Not gonna lie, I admit this is actually gonna be easier. So why do I am making this? Well, it's because nostalgia. It will be for Polar V2. Why? Well, to be fair, it's actually Apollo V2 lift something. It's like it's built of a Technic Gen 4 in terms of aesthetics and yeah, whatever. Made to something, yeah. So let's go with the wood texture. The platform. Basically we need to do like this. It'll be a make sure it matches the oh, it did match the y-axis. So we need to like make it a marble texture, like give it some okay, this one's an okay one. Actually, I'm gonna admit, this one is actually the easiest part. Making the shaft, making the cab. The thing is, the elevator will not have shaft details, obviously. Like, the pain is trying to make it have that. Which I'm not really interested in that idea because... Not because of copyright. No, it was never about copyright. You can't really say that it's about copyright. Like saying that this shit is copyrighted is false marketing and nope. Let's just not talk about it. So technically I'm recreating a lift from recreating a lift. But why? Well, I actually don't fucking know why. I'm just doing it for the enjoyment of myself. Like, why can't you do something productive? Well, guess what, bitches? I am doing something productive. Of course. This one will not have scripts at any. It will not be scripted at all. So when you think about it, it will be actually safe to publish it on the Roblox marketplace. Now we understand why do people do this shit. This one is the easiest part. Making a lift shaft. I mean a lift car. Of course. So the idea of this lift is deceptively simple. In fact, it's actually more complicated. Kinda. Fuck. Verbal tics. Still, in fact, I think maybe if you like elevators, then maybe you might enjoy this one. An emphasis on might, if you're wondering. Yeah, I'm totally a good speaker. It hasn't been named, so and you know what? I will show you what I'm making now. So basically, this is what I'm making, a remake of the Gen 4 cab. It sucks that you don't see to get it because of my own stupidity, but that's not for you to worry about. Look. This one is used as a reference, like using your own lift as a reference. Of course, because it's a lift cab, like a lift template for Polar V2 lifts, it will not have fixtures equipped, so you have to equip one yourself. It'll be mainly made for the Polar V2 version, though maybe I might make one for Cortex or Polar V2, no, or Module X V2 or Cuba Plus, but at the moment it's not possible. It's least likely, actually, to be fair. So, why am I doing a remake of my on Lift. Well, you can't really call it a remake because it uses, however, just treat it as like Technic Gen 4 cab Lift template-ish. Like it uses the Gen 4 aesthetics. I haven't really done the doors, but look, this is a cab example. Look how cabby this shit is. Anyways, I will announce this video to like so why am I doing a stream? Well, sometimes I stream making my own creations recently. So now, what's the biz? Of course, the doors. Now it's quote-unquote complete. We can now group it. Elevator, let's call it that, because it clearly fucking is. Of course, it's important to know that we should meet the naming scheme. Like, look, this is a level and this is the platform and this is the level. And do you know what both of this shit goes to? That's right, MISC. Basically, treat it as a tutorial on how to make a lift cap. You need to like drag this up. Make sure you need to copy the exact scaling dumb shit. Let's go for 2.2, like this is the expected one, like you need to make it 0.5 to make it more of a door. Like let's go with medium stone gray. Anyways, the idea is that we need to make it a wooden texture. Like this one will be the wood texture. It's like the quote-unquote, I don't fucking know, a Gen 4 style. You know, fun fact, like over the many years I've spent on Roblox, I actually unironically like the Gen 4 aesthetic. Doors. Of course, this one would be for I don't know. It's up to you to decide. Now the lift cap is complete. It doesn't really have light, but fuck you. I'm just gonna add the laziest examples of lift ceiling. So on Roblox, like, look, you need to like cylinder. The problem is it's like this here, so you need to do some extra bullshit. Like, let me do this. Like, if you go to 2.2, it will look like this, but then it looks ass. So, to be fair, you need to like move it there, move it there. Spotlight. Left, right. Let's try 12. But then you need to like make it realistic so it can do this effects. No mesh is used at all. So in theory, you could just treat this as some sort of well, it looks perfect-ish. Okay, now it's like this. So this one will run on Polar V2 by default. So if you don't like it, you can just retrofit it. Like, honestly, it's up to you if you want to do it. Now that the regular cap is complete, we're gonna do the not regular cap, the floor one. I sound too enthusiastic as fuck when I said this shit. It's enthusiastic. Oh my god, it sounds. What am I saying? Now the important thing is that we need to do the naming scenario. It's like to ensure that everything is named correctly. So the gray walls, as if you know, you need to like call it elevator walls. So it will be part of the naming scenario in this Fox Gen 4 lift. You need to name the really gray parts. Elevator border, well, the ones that obviously is like this, the DRM protection line, the hot protection hotline. You need to like elevator door plate for this. It's both up and down. Not that anyone would give a shit. In fact, giving a shit is treated as a fucking joke. So the door support is this one, which now makes it easier. Oh right, I forgot one thing. We need to like light things. So now that each part can be easily searched by name, we need to like this one will be the ceiling, Actually, the roof. Anyways, in order to not break the Gen 4 aesthetic, costume materials will not be used. Rather, the original materials might be used instead. Unless I get that old material pack shit, the retro ones, but I'm just too lazy. You see, we're 3 minutes close to the channel's 7th anniversary. Like, look, it's like the aesthetic of this shit is retro realism-ish. You can do anything you want with this, like you can color it anywhere. I just won't include the sample fixtures, like this one will come with literally 0 scripts, which means that this will technically bypass Roblox regulations actually, which might be useful considering the fact that Roblox nowadays would like make it not be able to distribute you your shit and something like that. Now we're going to do the level, the exterior part. Let's name it like 1. Of course, we need to like follow the default naming scenario or something. Let's name this shit shaft support. The problem is this won't be on the original engine, so it actually isn't that faithful when you think about it. It's like, calm down, you shouldn't really worry about bad decisions done by me. I mean, who doesn't like bad decisions? Like, I get it. You're just anxious of the future. Now the exterior is obviously done. This channel has now reached 7 years old. Therefore, my content back then was quite shit. However, by 2025 I've decided to make it better than shit. You know, it's actually a big improvement in comparison to my old content. Like, you don't get cringe. Like, cringe as in being an asshole to literally everyone. Like, cringe as in exploiting and Actually, I don't really like exploiting that much. Like, why exploit when you can play it legitimately? In fact, it was never funny in the first place. Enough of that. We should just make lifts on Roblox. It's actually better than exploiting, and you won't even have to worry about getting banned because you've exploited and shit like that. So am I doing a retrofit of this lift? The answer is no. Am I doing a Technic Gen 4 lift? Well, technically maybe, but this isn't really an actual Gen 4 lift. In fact, saying that this is a Gen 4 lift is actually false advertising when you think about it. There won't be shaft because of reasons. So this one is done. Now the thing is, we need to go to polar V2 here. Like, if you take this shit, maybe try to copy the scripts here. Look, the problem is there's no fixtures. Like, we need to like bring polar V2's fixtures for this dumb shit, actually. So according to someone, they think that this would be the, let's say that this is the, you need to like put the primary part here and then copy the x-axis here to get a scarily accurate information regarding the. Now the scariest part, repeating the experiment. See, thankfully it's already provided with controls and shit like that. So like if you delete all of this, you'll never have to worry about buying a new game ever again. I'm just too lazy, so yep, let me just make it 0.65 and boom, no one will notice. If you put here and then let's run it, good news, it does work. Except that I fucked up the doors. How would I fix the doors, you may ask? Well, some could say that if you do a rotation period of 180 degrees, just like this, and see if it makes any differences. The correct answer is it did make differences for the interior doors. How would you do this? Normally people would say that you need to rotate the outer doors level part. However, let me prove you why. There we go. It works clearly as intended. Of course, we need to save this place locally. And then for cat sign. So is it? Is that it? Might just put the frame here and the flow indicator here. Then modify the flow indicator script. It'll be like a slap on shit like that. The one in the HF9329 for Asset Hub will be provided with scripts. It'll use the default Polar V2 setting module, maybe. Actually, you know what, I'm just gonna make it have additions, while the RBXL Marketplace version will be quite different, as in it will be scriptless and have no fixtures, and it's like, go ahead, do it yourself, you stupid fuck. Now, part 2, weirdo version. The thing is, it doesn't really come with exterior lanterns. So how would you translate the sign language? Turns out there's this one easy trick people are afraid of. Copy and paste. You know those free Robux scams? Like, you know those spam messages like, this person did fuck something really stupid with this one simple trick, and everyone hates him for it. This is what it sounds like when you think about it. Anyways, that one IOSys song got stuck in my head. It had a BPM of 128. I think the genre is Dempa. The genre is Dempa, which is actually a kind of weird kind of music when you think about it. Let me just go back. There we go. Now we need to do those weird. copy the Doge report. Of course, it's important to know that there are models that could assist you into creating the ultimate lift setup. Like this one is just part of another sidewall. Oh, this one is a level part of its own. Which is weird, but I have no idea why. Therefore, you can just call it I don't know what that is, and then you'll get away with this stupid bullshit. And one like no one's watching. So this is how we understand the weirdo aspect. We need to like put it into cab. Of course, we need to like make another floor called the self-titular weirdo floor. Did I fuck it up? No, it looks like everything's perfectly fine. So for floor 2, we need to like make it, let's take it an 11.8 approach. Yep, it's an 11.8 approach. So how the fuck would this weirdo work? Well, I have no idea. So let's try. To no one's surprise, it opened the front door because I fucked it up. The way to do it is to make it those weird. But then it opens like it's normal. The reason why I'm doing 3 floors is this is I don't know. Like if we make it 11.8 11.8 again 3 now let me so this would be for the 3rd floor, like we need to like unanswer it where it's not like they would care. And look how the 2 weirdo system work. 2 doors work. 2 sets of doors. To no one's surprise, it worked like absolute shit. Which means that the only potential way to solve this fucking bullshit is by... I fucked it up. There we go. Now let's try this shit again. So if you're wondering about the Cobalt or any engine platform lifts anytime, we certainly have no plans for it, but you can still use the Axis tree if you wish. Anyways, this lift is technically complete. The problem is we need to include a weirdo button, but to be fair, we're not gonna include lift fixtures for this shit. So there you go, Polo V2 versions of the Gen 4 aesthetic. Cabs. They will not have fixtures on release, and the only reason why I included lift fixtures is so it will make testing more easier. Like, because this shit fucking works, let's just get rid of the fucking fixtures. For example, the controls there. We need to hide this just in case. Controls. No, we don't have to worry about it. But the problem is, how the fuck are we gonna test something? Oh, I know, let's just make another lift base. This time, we need to check out how other people do the Gen 4 bullshit. So technique 1.0 normal. You may think this is normal, but this isn't fucking normal. How the fuck would you call this shit normal? This one is what I fucking did. It's cursed, but I don't give a shit. This is what Taco Elevators did make, but it's not like he actually likes it. It's like probably he actually moved on to Modulux and Cortex. However, I don't really have any opinion about what he is doing recently, as it's like it's not really a good idea to talk about it. So, what about the Gen 4 V1 idea? Well, the problem is it's made with a different aesthetics, so I'm not sure if I could actually replicate the design language of it. So I'm focusing on Gen 4 V2. And I'm gonna admit, I'm so fucking tired when I'm making this shit. Let's see how other people do. For example, there's this person named 25 Technic Gen Archery. So how did this person from Turkey did it? Those are saved info bullshit. Now let's go back to normal. So as you can see, he did it in the most shittiest way possible. Like, look. It's not really that great. No efforts for trying hard at least. Everything is wooden. So... And the weirdo never even gets used at all. This is just utmost weird. So I'm gonna make my own. Now this version will be the one with the... let's say I don't fucking know. Actually, I don't fucking know what sound like a banger. DL1, DL2. Now let's move everything else. Like that. This will give me more room to do the bullshit. Yep, isn't that flattering? Then we need to make a really specialized bullshit again. Like for example this shit. This means that every copy is personalized. Like if you're actually gonna believe it. So what will happen for this shit? Well, the cap size will have to be forcibly shrunk. So DR2. Actually, you know what? This won't be a DL. This one is DL. If it opens DL2, it will open like this. So we need to DR2, then we need to do DR1. Maybe to make things balanced and fair. Okay, let's see how. Anyways, it may look normal to you, but in reality it's like a fucking mess. So I can't advocate for this shit. We need to like modify this shit so it will be slightly 20% more natural. Anyways, we have saved up space by an unknown number, which is sounds like a good PR bullshit thing. PR, public relations, you know. Anyways, this shit looks good in my eyes. So for climbing and incline lifts, there won't be any products that involves them. Even like if you're talking about the ones in construction sites, probably not. It's not in our focus. Also, if you're talking about incline lifts, well, we actually call them funicular or diagonal lifts. Funicular as in the kind of train that only goes straight on a hill, like goes up or down the hill, and sometimes it's like a lift, other times it's like a train or something, or a tram. Still, you know, the thing about funiculars is like there's like the kind of design in which there's two tracks, one for up and one for down, and at the end it's like it merges into one track for each station. Okay, I'm feeling pretty tired as fuck. So how would I make this bullshit? Well, we need to like btn, oh my god, then control btu but btu okay, this is me being sleepy as fuck. And to be fair, I'm gonna reuse assets. Who's gonna stop me now? Good news. Now let's run. And to no one's surprise, it did fucking work. Of course, we did it with saving space too. But then we need to like do this. Now again, 12 time. Ah, fuck it. We did nothing except to contribute to the problem. Like... telescopic, 2-speed telescopic doors, rear. Left. Left again. We move this one. We don't need it. But we still need this, just in case it we're gonna do some dumb shit. So like before, the thing is, it's quite simple when you think about it. Like, this is the easy part. The harder part is trying to bring the rear segment. Cab. This is good enough or not. That's up to the viewer to decide. So therefore this is quite good enough. Now to copy it. Oh no, it looks like hideous shit. How do we fix it? Do you do it like this? So this is gonna be DR and this is also gonna be DR. DR1, DR2. And there you go. You know, 236. Basically, in rhythm games, oh fuck, 118 at double time is 236. Like, some people may think that the slow songs are basically around the BPM range of, well, let's say that they're like 112, 1110. This one looks like fucking shit. Look. 0.2. Okay, now it's perfect. Drag here. Do the body swap. As in some Moen swap bodies with some Moen again. And then mislead the marketing division. I mean, some people could say that you could just rotate the fucking doors like this, and but the problem is it does not work like that. See, look, let me show you how this shit is done. Look, pretty intangible. To even the level part is rotated, so we need to like try to make this shit constant. And for level 3 we need to like ungroup this shit, name this shit weir, and see how it reacts. Same rookie mistake. Alright, so the rookie mistake could be easily fixed if you do this fucking dumb shit. Forgetting to put the rear. The rear door for the second floor works perfectly as intended. Okay, the rear door actually works as intended. In fact, we did not even have to modify the car size at all. In fact, we'll do the small cab size ones, like the regular ones. I won't do the 4-speed doors, one as it will take extra time, and And in the end, we'll end up exhausted and fucking sleepy. So, what's the difference this time? Got rid of the control parts. So, the most obvious difference will be the swapping. What a changeling tale. You know, in some games they will make this open like this first and then this like this, but in real life lifts don't do that, and if it actually does that, then it means that this lift is dangerous and you should not fucking ride it. The naming conventions have been changed for this lift. This thing is actually easy to do. In fact, once you get used to it, no one will stop you from doing that. It's like this great YouTube trick no one will actually bother telling you unless they want to get banned or terminated by YouTube themselves. It's like those YouTube clickbait videos where they only did this just so they could make one of the worst imaginable content on you'll ever watch. But thankfully, here we're not gonna show you said content. In fact, we're actually against this content for reasons. So if you're wondering about easy to DJ Max, easy to jam, no, easy to jam 2000 spec Fiesta respect version or some stupid bullshit everyone on the internet is talking about, well, you might be in the wrong place. Because this fucking shit isn't real, and I'm just only making up shit because, hey, it looks like fucking ass. Get it? Fucking ass. Forgot about that. It's not like anyone with a brain would notice. Okay, you can blame me that okay, I am actually tired. It's just that so how does this fucking shit work? Well, obviously it works like a fucking lift. What do you expect? course, I forgot the inside doors. And for this part, there we go. Now picture this perfect. It's just that there's one small problem. Oops, I fucked it up. I should have done that to the reader one. But it's not like anyone would give a shit about. Because giving a shit is so... Now for the weirdo hack. So what's gonna be today? Well, this one is good. I need to like test it. Anyways, the thing is, Diamond Lift's SVP was designed with a custom control and I wouldn't really recommend you replacing the fixtures because it will be really complicated and I'm serious, you're gonna struggle with this a lot. Yep, this one is all done. We need to like remove the control. So this is an actually low poly elevator shit. I can't really release today. for now. Looking at it, it's actually pretty good. The reason why this one has like 3 flaws is because of one fucking dumb thing. Like, the biggest problem is trying to pull the same shit off here because this one might happen, and yeah. Like, the 3-speed doors one won't be possible for the time being. It's just I'm only going to do the ones for 1-speed and 2-speed doors. Gonna remove that. There's 2. So basically this one will have 0 scripts at all. Which means that it actually is quite very optimized. If you're wondering, the pound carton's like not that much, so it's actually more optimized than a realistic lift fixtures. Also, I don't think you should use Cobalt Plus fixtures for that KMC lift, which is actually an AMC lift, and the Dime Lifts SVP. And both lifts uses fixtures that were initially designed with Polar V2 in mind. Anyways, I won't really produce the Module X or Cobalt Plus version, so right now it's up to you to do that. In fact, I think that Tic Polar V2 is the best controller for retrofitting all Tic lifts, as the certain behavior of Polar V2 imitates Tic lifts behavior strangely accurately. Like, for example, the Framcore button script. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with a built-in card reader, which Kura Plus has. But to be fair, I did not make the controller, so who am I to judge? It'll come in like 6 cabs. really long name. Let's just publish this one. In fact, you can't really see the publish window. Technically, this might be an exclusion to the we stop releasing Glyph models for 2026 on Roblox Marketplace. I'm typing right now. I'm still typing. So about people movers, it's undecided and there's no plans for it. save this place. So in practice, this is the scriptless jet-inspired elevator bases. In fact, let me see, lift. Then we need to put the image. So technically this will be available on the HF92294 asset hub. Then we need to like make the model distributable. So yeah, I will send you the model link in the chat. Be sure to check it out if you have time. Of course, as always, the fixtures would be exclusive to Discord, however the ones without scripts would not be Discord exclusive. So I wonder if you can get it. Oh, someone already got it. That's nice. In fact, seems that certainly the top selling model for this week is the new Genesis 5 elevator. However, the overall top selling models for the past 90 days, it's like, you can't really see it in the stream. However, I have no interest in making ADA fixtures for diamond lifts at the moment. So fucking dumb. It doesn't really tell you, but certainly for the past 90 days, the Daimler's Carbon is the most selling. It is important to know that I'm not doing it for like I don't know. How am I supposed to know? I hate how Roblox changed the interface. Makes it really complicated to like uh, they even made the transactions hard to access, I guess. Incoming payments and see. So the first one. So I'm so fucking tired. Happy 7th anniversary of the live stream and shit. And let me think of what I'm gonna say. Alright, I forgot to do the bye bitches part. I'm so fucking tired. So yeah, bye bitches. For real.